Hi everyone. So today is the beginning of day 8 on my Blogilates challenge for getting a nicer body, and I'm really not in the mood at all to work out. Um, I've seen progress, like it's not really that much progress, but there's like a minor amount of progress that I've seen that's like better than how I was before. But I guess it's has to do with a guy per se. I went to a party last night with him and his friends, and it was really, really, really fun. Like it was an amazing time. But I guess just because of what happened between us, um, I just don't really feel good today, like at all. I'm very disappointed and just not really feeling my best. And I'm kind of frustrated with myself because I know that I shouldn't be putting a guy before my own thoughts or needs or anything of that matter, because he really should not matter at all. He's just a guy. There's like 4 billion people. I don't even know the number, but there's so many people on this earth, and he should not matter. Like he's like a tiny little speck of sand in like a humongous beach. Like he literally should be so insignificant. And it pains me to notice this fact, really, but then not really acknowledge it on my own. Like, I just don't really. I don't know. I know that it's so petty of me to be like so drawn in by some guy who should literally mean nothing to me, because I could easily be so much more than what he ever could imagine. But the fact that he called me perfect and that he loved my personality and stuff, but just wasn't looking for a relationship, really just kind of toyed with my emotions. Because I don't know, like I guess I have to realize though that everybody has their own pace and their own problems and challenges that they're really facing right now. So for me to selfishly kind of put that on him to be in a relationship when he could be facing his own challenge right now, where in this moment in his life he genuinely just wants to focus on himself or finding himself as opposed to being in a relationship. And like I didn't really take that in until now. Like literally just now I just took in that like I have goals on my own. Like I want to lose weight, I want to get healthy, I want to do things for my future career. Um I have like certain like ambitions of mine. Like I have a board right behind me of like all these different things that I want to happen for myself. And I guess I just never really took in that he has those as well. And although I like him so much and I want him to be with me because I'm attracted to him in that way, I don't necessarily have the right to say, like, hey, I want a relationship, so you're going to go into a relationship with me, whether you like it or not, and be upset at him for it, because he has his own goals and his own dreams that he wants to work on himself, you know? So, like, what makes me think that I have the right to be like, ah, it's too bad, like you have to choose me, you know what I mean? Like it just is so selfish and just not really logical. And it's annoying to know this fact and just still not really let it sink in that like he doesn't need to prove or do anything for you. He's his own person just as I am my own person. If someone was to tell me that I had to stop working out because they didn't like it, I would literally be like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like I would like no, like you can't tell me what I can do and what I want to do, because I'm my own person. Like I'm my own self. I make my own decisions, and for all I know he could like me. For all I know, he could feel the exact same way about me, but the point of the matter is we're not together. And I tell this to my friends, and I say things like, you can choose whatever you want. Like if they're ex-boyfriends or getting mad at them or something for going to a club or anything like that, you are your own person. You don't have to prove anything or do anything for anyone else just to make them happy, because that's not your problem, you know? Like it's genuinely, you can do whatever you want to do and nobody can really say anything about it because you're your own person. So for me to be angry at him for not wanting a relationship, it really, I have no right, I guess. It's just selfish desire to have him as my own when I shouldn't be focusing on him. I should be focusing on myself and my own goals, because who really knows what would happen? Because I've been facing this inner battle with what if moments, and I was thinking, what if this happened and then we'd get together? What if this happened and then it caused us to not get together? Like, just these little things that have been just picking at my head and just causing me to get like roller coaster of happiness and then roller coaster of sadness, and it's just exhausting, really. And these what if scenarios are ridiculous because in the end of the day, they're not doing anything at all to help anyone. And for all I know, if I finish this challenge for myself and work on me, making myself better and making myself sexy for me, nobody else, he could want to be with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I need to upgrade myself in a sense. And then you don't know what could happen. Maybe he'll realize, like, by the time I'm done fixing myself for me, he could want to be with me. But I don't really want to make that my goal for working out. I'm just saying that, like, you have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I genuinely don't have any idea. So why worry about it and overthink it all the time and cause myself to like, just have like a terrible time? Like, I was in bed. It is 4:17 right now and I'm just waking up because from the party, yes, I was out until like 5:15 in the morning, but like I was just upset because of I didn't get the answer that I wanted from him for being in a relationship. But really, why is that such a big deal? I can do so many things in my life. Like, I have so many goals that like I know are going to bring me places that I never could have imagined going, that for me to be getting upset over a guy when there are so many guys out there is just, like, to me, like, not trying to be negative towards myself or anything, but to me it's just kind of like pathetic and sad because I can do so much, and the fact that I'm putting all of my eggs in a basket for a guy as opposed to spreading them out to working on myself and my body and my like ambitions and like other things, like, it's just I'm putting all my eggs in one basket for one guy when I can spread them around everywhere. Like, he should not be like the only thing, and for him to be doing this causing me sadness, you know what I mean? So like, I just don't know what's going to happen. Like, nobody knows what's going to happen. And for me to always ask my friends, like, oh, what do you think this means? What do you think that means? Like, now he's texting me, asking me about, like, how I thought the party was. And I'm overthinking it so much and putting so much energy into this conversation that for him, he could literally be with his buddies right now playing COD and then just texting me nothing, no thought process towards it whatsoever. And it's just silly to me for me to like just be wasting so much energy on him. And going back to what I was saying, me finishing this challenge right here that I have on my calendar, I'm on day 8. Okay, I am like a quarter of the way to my goal, and for all I know, this summer we could be the summer that we get together and he realizes that not only does he love my personality and think I'm perfect, but he's ready to be in a relationship. And if not him, I can meet somebody else that I would be like, this is why it never worked out with him in the first place, because this other guy is who I was meant to be with, and I was just wasting my time with him. And it gets you angry because you just think, like, I wasted all that time and energy on something that shouldn't be that significant. So really, I just want to try getting myself to just stop wasting time on him and focus on myself. Like, I'm so exhausted with wasting my time on guys, and I don't know why I really do it. I guess it's just because, like, of loneliness, but really, no matter how many guys you go with, no matter how many relationships you go into with trial and error and ups and downs and breakups and makeups, you're never going to get that whole feeling inside with any person you're with. I don't care how perfect they are, if they have everything on your list that you want in a person like he does for me, no matter how much of like a perfect person they are, without you being able to feel whole on your own and happy with yourself by yourself, they're never going to achieve that for you, because nobody in the world can give you that whole feeling like yourself. Like, yes, you can get into a relationship and you feel great, and that's probably why everybody in the world tries so hard to get into a relationship, and when they're alone they hate it and their utter goal is to get into a relationship. But it doesn't matter, because that is only like a period of time that they will make you feel that way, and then when they're gone you're going to feel crappy again. The main thing that you have to do is learn to feel happy and whole with yourself on your own, so that way when you get into that relationship or you start seeing that other person or you start feeling that wholesomeness with them, it will only be like more progressed, and then if they were to leave you would still feel whole because you still have yourself. So maybe this is God's way of telling me I shouldn't be wasting all my time on him and trying to get someone to make me feel better about myself. Maybe this is the time in my life where I'm supposed to be trying to be happy and in control of my life on my own without needing someone else to make me feel better. Maybe this is my time to start to love me and accept that nobody is going to make me feel better about myself than myself. Maybe this is the time for just me.